What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and this is Monday Morning Hangover. What's up with everybody? All right, so we do live streams every Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and so it's Monday Morning Hangover, guys. As always, I've been doing Monday Morning Hangover for about 3 years now, and just kind of having some fun. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. This is iPhone week, guys, but some interesting happened last night. That we got the Mi Mix 2. So we're going to talk about that a little bit too on this Monday Morning Hangover. All right. All right. So get the stretch on. It is Monday. And also, I got my New Orleans Saints that's playing tonight. But before we do roll call and before we get into all the tech news of today, let's take a minute to honor and to show a little respect. Because this is September 11th. And as y'all know, that September 11th is going to go down in history of being one of the most worst days of American history. So let's take a minute and let's, give a moment of silence to the victims of 9/11. All right, so let's get into the tech news. Shout out to everybody that just joining the stream. Let's go to do roll call. Phone tech and workers in the building. What's up with you? Also, Jason is in the building. Let's see, IDJ3. Let's see, Richard is in the building. And let's see, ATR is in the building. What's up with you? Get your cup of coffee. This is Monday Morning Hangover. Well, let's get into some tech news. As you may know, the Mi Mix 2 just been revealed, guys. So let's get into some Mi Mix stuff, right? Let's get into it real quick so we can talk about it. And I'll tell you what, I stayed up all night last night trying to watch this event. You had multiple translators that was trying to translate the Chinese into English, and it was basically a nightmare. So let me give you guys the legits of what's going on with the Mi Mix. All right, here we go. The Mi Mix is the predecessor, all right, to the Mi Mix 1, which we saw last year. It was that all bezel-less design. But the Mi Mix 2, and I'm getting this from the verge.com, by the way, is going to be a 6-inch device, a Snapdragon 835 processor, 6 gigs of RAM, okay? And it's going to either come with 64, 128 gigs, or 256 gigs of storage. And it's coming with a 3,400 milliamp battery. Okay, then they have a special edition Mi Mix that's offering 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. All right, and like I said, I kind of hung around and I watched the keynote address yesterday, and looking at it, you know, y'all guys kind of know how the Mi Mix was last year with the 6.4-inch huge display, all the bells and whistles, but this year they're slimming it down. Instead of going with that bigger design, they're going with the 18:9 aspect ratio. Instead of the 16:9 aspect ratio, they're slimming it down, and they're going with all this hoopla and the hype about 18:9 aspect ratio, and they changing the cameras. You're not getting dual cameras. I think a lot of people was upset about that. I've seen a lot of people on blogs and stuff that talked about, why the Mi Mix didn't have dual cameras. But nope, it's having a single camera, which is 12 megapixels. All right. And it's coming with an f2.0 lens. All right. So not that 1.7 and 1.6 aperture lens that we've been seeing on like the V30 and the Samsung Galaxy S8. All right. And it's coming with the new MIUI, all right, 9, which is the operating system, along with Android 7.1.1 Nougat, all right, and all the bells and whistles. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. All right. And it's again, it's all bezel-less design. But what the Mi Mix 2 did this year that the Mi Mix 1 didn't have, which is now they have a headphone piece. All right. Well, not a headphone jack, an earpiece. All right. So now we do have an earpiece with a little slit right here. All right. And what they did with the camera at the bottom here, they kind of made the phone so dark that you can't even see the camera. And again, it still come with the ceramic and all that good stuff. Yeah, look at that. Nice and slim, all the bells and whistles there. All right. So what y'all think about the Mi Mix 2? Now it's going to have all the bands supposed to be supported. It's supposed to have all the bands. Now it's not going to be sold in the U.S., but it will have all the U.S. bands. Yes. All right. So shouts out to Techzilla in the building. He said the Mi Mix 2 is a disappointment. Yes. Now they come up with a slimmer profile and a 3,400 milliamp battery. Some people was thinking that it was going to be a 4,000 milliamp battery, but that wasn't the case. Yeah, there it is. So no headphone jack, no waterproofing, but they came out with a pretty decent price. And I think it was $5 and some change US. All right. So I stayed up pretty late last night to kind of get all the snippets of this Mi Mix 2. But there it is. All right. There it is. Mi Mix 2. Let's look at that again. All right. So Techzilla said the Mi Mix 2 is a no-go. Jason said it's a pass. All right. But look at that. What y'all think about the Mi Mix 2? There it is. You know what? I'm looking at the back. When I saw the initials, and yes, it does have a camera bulge. So it's definitely different from the Mi Mix 1. Taking it that this does have a camera bulge in the back on the Mi Mix 2. All right. But again, we get the 835, 6 gigs of RAM, all the latest specs. You get the 6-inch display. I think it's HD plus. Okay. I think it's HD plus display. But there it is. And again, it's supporting 43 network bands, and it works on LTE networks in America. Look at that. There it is. All right. So that is the Mi Mix 2. There it is. All right, guys. So, and I tell you what, they actually launched a computer too. So it was some type of pro computer that had the i7 processor, I think 16 gigs of RAM. So I'm trying to get some information about the computer that Xiaomi also released. I mean, look, they did a lot of comparisons in the keynote address last night, trying to compare it to the iPhone, trying to compare it to the Mac when they talked about the PC. Again, as I was watching the keynote address, it was all in Chinese and you had multiple translators. It was not an enjoyable experience, as to try to watch that. But I try to get the key points of what's going on with the Mi Mix 2. So there it is, the Mi Mix 2. This is Monday Morning Hangover. This is your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Get your cup of coffee. You know what? I actually like Starbucks. I get Starbucks almost every day. And, look, the people at Starbucks is so pleasant, so nice. This video is not sponsored by Starbucks, but I always kind of talk about Starbucks every now and then, because I tell you, when I go get my coffee, the people are so nice and pleasant. And there it is, Starbucks. It ain't nothing like hot coffee in the morning. All right. Let me get it to you guys. See y'all guys that popped up in the comments. Let's go to do roll call before we talk about the iPhone. Roll call. Yes. So we do have Mr. Chicago in the building. What's up with you, Mr. Chicago? Yes. We got Ford in the building. Good morning, Easy. Just waking up in Virginia. Virginia's in the house. What's up with you? I see you. I seen the camera review between the Note 8 and the S8 Plus. What's going on? Wow. All right. So before we talk about the iPhone, let me briefly talk about the Galaxy Note 8 and the cameras on the Galaxy Note 8 because I dropped a video yesterday. A lot of y'all guys saw the video, and I was just as shocked as you guys. All right, so let me kind of give you a synopsis on what happened when I did the camera review with the Galaxy Note 8. That was my first time actually. I shot videos on the Galaxy Note 8, which is at default 1080p 30 frames per second. All right. And I did not shoot in any other modes but that when I first got the phone. I shot still footage and I shot video at 30 frames per second. Camera looks great. But when I do my camera reviews, I switch it up from 30 frames, 60 frames, if it's available, and 4K. All right. So if y'all notice on my YouTube channel, I always go through all the different modes. And it's well documented that the Galaxy S8 has slow focusing on 1080p 60 frames per second. All right. I'm not the only YouTuber that have been talking about Galaxy S8, about the 1080p 60 frames per second. They got plenty of videos out there. Also, a lot of blogs that also talk about the 1080p 60 frames per second. All right. So it's been well documented. Also, with the Galaxy S7, you do run into those issues with the 1080p 60 frames per second. All right. So as I do my camera review, I assumed that the Galaxy Note 8 1080p 60 frames per second was not going to be the same as the Galaxy S8. Unfortunately, when I did my camera review, it was bad, very bad, and I was shocked because as you watch the video, I'm actually like mumbling over my words. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? As I'm looking at the viewfinder. So yes, it is the same issue with the Galaxy Note 8 at 1080p 60 frames per second. Now, I can tell you that 1080p 30 frames per second looks awesome. Still footage look awesome. 4K is awesome, okay? But yes, 1080p 60 frames per second, we definitely need some updates. Now, I've seen some updates for the Galaxy S8, all right? And with 1080p 60 frames per second has gotten better. But unfortunately, shooting it at 1080p 60 frames per second on the Galaxy Note 8, it's not a good experience. So I would tell any Note users out there that you may experience that if you use 1080p 60 frames per second. All right. So, but if you keep it at default, you'll be fine. But if you go up to 4K, you will be fine. Still footage and everything is okay. But if you switch the mode to 1080p 60 frames per second, you will have issues. So, I mean, look, for some strange reason, the Galaxy S6, the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, the Galaxy Note 5 with the 16 megapixel cameras didn't have those issues with slow focusing at 1080p 60 frames per second. Somehow what happened with the 12 megapixel cameras that Samsung went, it's great cameras, but you just have to understand that for some strange reason at 1080p 60 frames per second in all my devices. So it's just not this one, and it's all of them. It's just all of them. I mean, I got so many Galaxy phones, and it just 60 frames per second is an issue. So just want to point that out. But yeah, I know y'all guys was watch the video, and if you want to watch the video, it's live on my YouTube channel. But yeah, that's an issue that need to be fixed, definitely. All right, so all right. Shouts out to Tyler. How you doing? Welcome to the YouTube channel. Honor 8. Yes, Honor 8, great device. And let's see. It passed as I am a passing, not buying it. Yes. I hear you. Listen, I do understand. And a lot of people, and you know what's so funny? When I first got the Galaxy Note, everybody been waiting on me to do these camera reviews. Everybody waiting on me to do battery tests. It takes a little time. I'm trying to get these videos out as fast as I can. So definitely just be patient, guys. I know a lot of y'all guys been hitting me up on social media. Y'all guys been waiting on battery tests and waiting on camera reviews and stuff. Listen, this to be honest, The battery test, y'all know how I do a battery test. The battery test has to be planned. I mean, the battery test on this YouTube channel takes 10 to 12 hours to do. All right, so it has to be planned. And now we're getting into iPhone week, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna do the battery test yet. All right, I do have a promotional video that I have to shoot today. All right, but tomorrow and Wednesday is all about the iPhone. So, and then I'm trying to do a throwback video Thursday. So this week is pretty much booked. I'm trying to get to a battery test, but I might not be able to get to it until the weekend or maybe next week. So, but I definitely trying to get some videos out for the Galaxy Note. But unfortunately, it's iPhone week, so we're switching gears a little bit and getting into the iPhone as far as, you know, giving the iPhone all the coverage that's needed. All right. So what's up with you? Tony is in the building. Yes. Let's see. Why is the Mi Mix 2 a no-go? I never said the Mi Mix 2 was a no-go. I think Techzilla in the building was saying the Mi Mix 2 is a no-go. He has the Mi Mix 1. And he actually praised the device. He loved the Mi Mix 1. So Techzilla was talking about in some of the Telegram groups, and also he posted here on the stream that the Mi Mix 2 is a disappointment to him. So I'm not sure. I never had the first Mi Mix, so I'm not sure how good or how bad comparing Mi Mix 1 and Mi Mix 2. So we've seen a price drop on the Mi Mix 2. So that's a good thing, because the price on the Mi Mix 1 was hella expensive. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I didn't get it. I mean, paying $1,000 for Mi Mix 1, of course, the price have came down. But when I was about to buy the Mi Mix 1, it was upper tiers of over $1,000. So now that the Mi Mix 2, you've seen a mid $500 price point. So that may not be that bad. So let's see what it's all about. All right. Lord to me is everything. What's up, which I see you in the building? Yes. All right. Let's go. Let's talk about the iPhone. All right. So it's iPhone week, guys. I am going to cover the keynote address tomorrow. All right. So I will cover the full keynote address tomorrow with the Apple iPhone. All right. But let's go on in and let y'all guys see the latest rumors and probably the final rumors of the iPhone. All right. So let's get into the iPhone news. All right. And I got this from cnet.com. All right. Again, the keynote address is tomorrow. I will have full coverage of the keynote address, so stay tuned and subscribe. All right, here we go. iPhone X, iPhone 8, the specs. Here's what we want to see. We're hearing 3 devices coming out tomorrow, all right, including 2 new LCDs. Now, a lot of people is disappointed at the 2 LCDs, and then the new flagship, which is the iPhone 8, is going to have the OLED display. Also, it's going to be curved edge-to-edge display with true two-tone technology, with all the bells and whistles, and R is going to have the ion glass. All right, so we're going to see an edge-to-edge. Now, we've already seen a lot of these dummy units out there. All right, so y'all guys already kind of got the gist of how the iPhone is going to look. All right, and also we're going to have a virtual home button, okay? And these are the latest rumors. Got this from cnet.com. And we're going to have virtual home button. And instead of a fingerprint scanner, all right, we've been hearing rumors that we're going to have facial recognition, also alternative to Touch ID. Now, a lot of people are not digging this, saying that it's not going to have a fingerprint scanner. I do agree that a lot of people would not like the device, would not like any devices that doesn't have a fingerprint scanner. So that's going to be very interesting to see this keynote address on why Apple is ditching a fingerprint scanner on the new iPhone 8. Now, again, we have already seen some of the images of the iPhone. All right, so let me kind of show y'all guys right there. All right, so these are some of the images of the iPhone. These are the dummy units that were sent out. A lot of people was making videos about that. I said this in my last video that I was not a fan of that white, but they do have pictures of a darker version. All right, right there, it looks pretty good here. All right, and so I am definitely a fan of the black version, not the white one. All right, so we look like we're gonna have a 5.8-inch OLED display. All right, and these are the pictures that I liked. And one of the things that I was looking at here is look like it's a curved display. Look at that. I know it's gonna be edge to edge, but look at that curve right there. And it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this iPhone is gonna look. But looking at these renders here, you guys kind of be the judge for yourself. And again, a lot of people are saying that the new iPhone is tiny. But yes, it's very tiny. Let's get back into the specs. All right, so we're gonna have a dual lens setup, as y'all guys already know. Also, it's gonna have AR capability. If y'all guys know, I am a huge fan of augmented reality, so it's gonna be nice. Now, support of the Apple Pencil. Now, I can tell you, a lot of people was saying that, how in the world are you going to write on that little bitty screen? I don't know, man. I mean, maybe Apple might surprise us with something, especially if they're going to support the Apple Pencil. Maybe they might come up with a little stylus to go against the Galaxy Note 8. I'm not sure. That's going to be pretty interesting, guys. And again, we will know everything tomorrow, guys. But these are the latest rumors. All right, stainless steel glass body and a new side button. All right, we're gonna have limited colors. You know how Apple's going to do it. They're going to come out with some limited colors and stuff like that. And maybe about a month, 2 months from now, they might come out with new colors. All right, here we go. 64 gigs of storage, 3 gigs of RAM. All right. Now, y'all know that using Apple product, using iOS, using iPhones, Apple does never put like 6 gigs of RAM in their phone. So especially when you have full optimization with hardware and software made by Apple. So when you got that optimization, they don't use a lot of RAM. But look like the smallest version is going to be 64 gigs. All right. And of course, it's going to have iOS 11 and it's going to have enhanced. Now, I don't know what that means. Enhanced waterproof is going to be IP68 certified. We have to wait and see. All right, because I've been seeing a lot of people been saying it's going to be enhanced water resistant or waterproofing. So we got to see what that's about. Is it going to be IP68 waterproof? All right, and it's going to support that A11 chip. All right, and of course we've been hearing the price now. We've been talking about this for months. We've been talking about the price for months: $1,000 to $1,200. All right, now let's see what Apple's going to do. Let's see what Apple's going to do. You really think Apple's going to do the 1,000? Because they always announce the price at the keynote address. Unlike other OEMs that have keynote addresses, they really don't talk about the price. But Apple always talk about the price. So do you really think that that Apple's going to get up on stage and say that the new iPhone is going to cost $1099 or $1299 or between $1,000 and $1,200? It's going to be very, very expensive. All right. So it's going to be very expensive. All right. So that is that. And let's go and look at the renders again. All right. Look at that. What y'all think about this mocha brown? Look at that mocha brown there. What you guys think about that mocha brown? A lot of people is not fans of the cameras. I mean, a lot of people saying it's ugly. I mean, it has to be a real reason why Apple, instead of doing this camera this way, all right? Because obviously we've been seeing all the cameras is going, you know, sideways, and now we get vertical. So I don't know what y'all guys think about that. A lot of people saying small screen. Yes, y'all. A lot of people saying. I say Clarence says love the mocha brown. All right, small screen. What size of the new iPhone screen actually? Well, they were saying a 5.8 inch. All right, edge display. All right, so I mean, look, a lot of people is digging That brown do look good, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if I would like the brown, because if it's the brown with the white face, I really don't like that white look right there. I don't like the white face. So I would probably have to go black. But I would love to see a silver or a gold, and I would love to see rose gold. So let's see what it is. All right. So again, it's going to be a 10 nanometer A11 chip. All right. Now, this iPhone is supposed to have wireless charging, guys. All right. This is going to be the very first time any Apple product will support wireless charging. As you may know, that a lot of people always say that Android been having things for a long time, and that's true. Wireless charging has been on like Galaxy phones for a very long time, and now look like we're going to get wireless charging on a new iPhone. All right. Well, because you got to look at it like this. Most of your Starbucks and a lot of places, coffee houses and stuff, they now have wireless chargers sitting on the tables. So in order for Apple to get up with times, they got to support wireless charging. All right. Now, let's talk about the regular iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus. All right. We already know that the name of the iPhone 8, well, the big dog, is going to be called iPhone X, which is the 10th anniversary of the iPhone. All right. So if you look at this, the regular iPhones with the IPS displays, it's going to be 4.7 and 5.5 inch models with the traditional LCD displays. All right. Shout out to Tels B in the building. What's up with you? I see you. Big House Production in the building. Yes. All right. So look at that. Now, let me ask y'all guys a question. I mean, for all your iPhone users, are you going to get the traditional iPhone? I mean, looking at that, it's a possibility that the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus may look like the iPhone 7, all right, with the big forehead and chin, with the traditional LCD displays, all right? And but the iPhone X here is, again, they expected to cost upper tiers of over $1,000. Now, we've been talking about that as far as the Galaxy Note, you know, coming in at that high price point. But Samsung had a lot of stuff up their sleeve to offset some of the costs as far as that. Now, here they're saying the limited colors. We did see the mocha browns, so we're seeing gold, silver, and black. Black bezels to hide the notch at the top. All right. And look at that. The black would do look slick. The black would do look slick. Look at that. All right. The black would do look slick. Now, this is with a case on it. All right. So it does look good. Now, I like the black. The black looks slick with the black front. All right. Now, you got the two sensors up here. All right. Earpiece. And it looked like a pretty nice case there. Y'all know I am a fan of clear cases, so I probably would never get a case like this. All right, there it is. There it is. Look at that. All right, so let me get into you guys' comments. Let's see. The iPhone is so basic, and the reason why I say that is because you know all the settings, at least I do. I'm an Android fanboy all day because I had an iPhone at one point and I didn't like it. Listen, I do understand that. Mr. Chicago say iPhone edition all the way. He is a Apple fan. Tony said, ready for the iPhone. Whoop, whoop. Yes. All right. Shouts out to Barry in the building. Might switch from Galaxy S8 Plus to the iPhone 8. If they had the 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, we've been hearing rumors, Barry, that they will have a version of the 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, I can tell you that it's going to be pretty expensive. But yes. 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 Absolutely. There it is. So listen, guys, I'm going to definitely have full coverage of the iPhone event tomorrow. Look at that. We're going to have full coverage of the iPhone event tomorrow. So this is the back plate, front glass, and these are the camera sensors. And look pretty easy to repair. So yeah, it looked pretty easy to repair. Hopefully it is easy to repair. And again, this is a clear case of the iPhone. And this, look, this is the type of case that I'm going to get. You know, I like clear cases. All right. And here is the SIM card. All right. There it is. Now, these are some pre-renders here, taking it that you might see the iPhone 8 here, and the iPhone 8 Plus is going to probably have the same forehead and chin. LCD displays. There it is. Here we go. So what y'all think about that? You got the 4.7 with the traditional fingerprint scanner. You got the iPhone X, all right, with the 5.8-inch display. Then you got the 5.5-inch phone, which again, you do have the fingerprint scanner. So these are probably going to be set in stone. We're going to see this tomorrow. Only the iPhone can make America great again. Yep, you got to eat the cost. Absolutely. If you're going to get the iPhone 512 gigabyte version, you're definitely going to eat the cost. Definitely going to be very expensive. The iPhone is basically great. Jason said they ain't going to give no free nothing. Yeah, nothing but a box with a dongle. You're right, guys. Apple traditionally doesn't give any kind of discounts. Not like how Samsung did it this year with the Galaxy Note. I mean, soon as they got buy one, get ones right now. If you was a user of the Galaxy Note 7, you got a lot of money off. If you could trade in a device, you could get upper tiers of $480 to almost close to $500 off on a Galaxy Note 8. I'm not sure if Apple's going to do that. So you definitely got to pony up the high price point for iPhone. There it is. There it is. Definitely definitely don't discount anything. So what y'all think about this? Now this is a case with the iPhone, so that don't look that bad, y'all. You know, these traditional cases, and we've been seeing a lot of iPhone cases floating all over the place. But yeah, look at that. Now I do like this with the black. All right, I do like the black. Now, as far as the mocha brown with the white face, I'm not digging that, but I do like the black on black. So what y'all think about that? That's going to be pretty nice. One-handed device, 5.8-inch screen, 2D glass, 2.5D glass, hardly no bezels. But you definitely going to not get a fingerprint scanner. It's going to use facial recognition. And of course, Apple's going to tell you all about it, why they're not using a fingerprint scan on this device. All right, so they got some lead components there. All right, so we got some more lead components with the A11 chip. All right, and they got an Intel modem. There it is. So they got everything about this device being leaked, guys. So there it is. I'm really digging this OLED display, though. What y'all think about that OLED display? That's going to be pretty. The OLED display going to be pretty. Now, you know, if it's going to support AR, VR, it has to be pretty. Definitely going to be pretty. There it is. So that is the iPhone, guys. All right. I'm going to give you full coverage of the iPhone event right here on this YouTube channel, guys, as we always do with every keynote address. Unfortunately, I cannot show the keynote address because we know that Apple like to flag us YouTubers and for rebroadcasting the keynote address. But like I always do, guys, we will have I will be live streaming, and we will just have a lot of giggles about what we like and what we don't like about the iPhone. All right. And if you have an iPad or if you have an iPhone, you can always watch the full broadcast. It's going to be on the Apple website. But you got to have an iPad or iPhone or a Mac to watch the full event on apple.com. Now, I will have that event and I will show that event here, but I can't show. I can only show snippets of it. I can't show the whole event. So, but we're going to have commentary as they talk about the products. Now, we're supposed to be getting a new watch, and we're supposed to get a new Apple TV that supports 4K. All right, 4K. That's, you know, let me tell you something, guys. As we move into the new era of 2K and 4K displays on phones, with a lot of 4K recording, a lot of us YouTubers now we are doing 4K. All right. And so now 4K is going to probably be the standard going into 2018. So I think Apple want to get on the bandwagon of having 4K product as far as the Apple TV. So let's see what it's all about. Also, the new Apple Watch. They're supposed to have a new Apple Watch. Let's see what it's all about. You know, but we already know that the iOS 11 is going to make some changes. It'll be a little different as far as with the iPad and the iPhone. They got plenty of videos out about iOS 11. A lot of people really went deep talking about iOS 11. So again, once I get the new iPhone, and I got plenty of iPhones back there that I will install iOS 11 on to get the Gold Master, however I can do it to get the update, so I can show you guys, so I can start getting myself ready for the new iPhone. Now, the keynote address is tomorrow. We hearing possible release dates. It's probably going to be the 25th, maybe towards the end of the month. Now, again, Apple's going to have this not having so many devices available and stuff. They do this every year, by the way. So it's always going to be limited supplies. So get your pre-order in, you know. So let's see what it's all about, man. You know, what y'all guys think about that? Let me get into you guys' comments. All right, $1,000 ain't expensive. Well, you could watch it on Edge. Okay, you can watch it on Edge browser as well on a PC. All right, and again, for us YouTubers, I can't broadcast the event. All right, I can have commentary and I can have it playing in the background, but I cannot show the event because Apple is very, very, very restrictive when it comes down to showing these events. So if you want to watch the whole event, you can always use the Edge browser. Also, you could use a Mac, an iPhone, or an iPad. All right, and I will show the event. I will have commentary as I watch the event, and I will give you guys full commentary as I watch this event. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, guys, we're going to have wall-to-wall coverage of the Apple keynote address. I'm excited about it, guys. And hey, listen, a lot of people that's not iPhone fans really don't care. But 4K, 60 frames per second, guys, that's going to be very exciting to see a mobile device that can do 4K at 60 frames per second. Listen, I got DSLRs that can do 4K at 30 frames per second, but I don't have no cameras that right now that I own that can do 4K at 60 frames per second. So that's going to be pretty interesting. This is Monday Morning Hangover. This your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Get your cup of coffee. Let me get into your guys' comments. All right. Yes, let's see. Did you drink the weekend? How much? All right, so y'all talking amongst yourselves here. Let's see. Shout out to Technical T. Hey, listen. I watch your YouTube channel. So shout out to you. I've seen a couple of videos that you have on your channel. So yeah. You're doing your thing. Let's see. $1,000 is expensive AF. All right. In phones, in electronics, except for cars. You know, I think we're moving into the $1,000 era. I think we are moving into the $1,000 era. Is it? Listen, here's the thing. We talk about this. Is it fair? No, it's not fair, Sean. I agree with you 100%. But I think we are moving to this $1,000 era. All right. We're moving into this $1,000 era, which you're going to have 3 tiers. You have low-end tiers, which you're going to have your Moto Gs, right? Your Moto Gs, you're going to have the Stylo, LG Stylos. You're going to have those devices that's going to be the lower end device. Then you got your mid tiers, right? The Honor 9s, I believe. I think that's in the mid tier. The OnePlus 5s. Those are going to be your mid-tier devices, all right? Then when you get into your Galaxy Notes, then your iPhones and your V30s, essential phones, I guess you could put that up there. Once you get into those, then you see that they are premium devices, so-called premium devices. I mean, look, Motorola Z Force, right? I mean, that's up there, $750, $800. So once you get up into the more elites, you do have the high-end devices that's available at that cost. Listen, I think when you get to the Pixel and the Pixel 2 that's coming out and all that stuff like that, they're going to be upper tier to $700 to $1,000. And I think, listen, I don't think it's going to get no cheaper, actually. I think in 2018, it's going to be base price going to be $1,000. If you want the mid-tier, that's when the OnePlus devices come in at the budget, low-end, mid-tier devices like OnePlus, Moto Gs, and I mean like the low-end Moto X's, the Stylos, the Honor phones. Those devices are going to be the middle and low-end devices. But are your Galaxy Notes and Galaxy S8s, Galaxy S9s, the Pixels, V series of phones, all those phones, iPhones are going to be very expensive. Listen, I think that's what the era we're going into right now. Let's see. People complain about the prices, but you do have options. And that's what I'm saying. People all complain about the prices. Listen, if the iPhone X costs upper tiers of $1,000, you don't have to buy it. You could buy the mid-tier iPhone. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't like they not giving you the option. If you do not want to buy a Galaxy Note 8 at $960, well, first of all, nobody should be buying the Galaxy Note 8 at $960, not with all these deals going on. But what if all these deals go away? If you don't have to buy a Galaxy Note 8 at $960, you could buy a Galaxy S8. See, the thing about it is, and these OEMs know that they give you options. You do not have to buy V30s, Pixels, Galaxy Notes. You don't have to buy that, but you could buy the LG Stylo, the Moto Gs, the OnePlus 5s. You could buy those low-end budget devices. Now, listen, even though they're low-end, they still give you good performance. Some of them give you pretty decent cameras, and some of them give you awesome battery life. So sometimes you're not missing much when it comes down to the upper tier devices. But that's what they go charge you for those high-end devices. Let's see. You're defending Apple again. Everyone got habits, but none of these, especially when it comes down to the price. I think the Pixel 2 is going to get slept on this year. You are paying for customer service, upgrades, and performance. Who's defending Apple? I'm not defending Apple. I'm just saying, to me, I know y'all guys talking among yourselves. I'm not defending Apple. I'm saying that you're gonna have options. If you don't want to spend $1,000 for the iPhone X, then buy the iPhone 8. I'm quite sure the iPhone 8 is going to be about $7 and some change, maybe close to $799 and $699. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to spend $1,000 on the iPhone X, but you won't get that. You won't get that phone. That's it, right? Shouts out to Cafe. Apple always have a buy one get one from T-Mobile. They will push it. Let's see. No sleeper of the year. That next blue flagship. Cafe say, buy you a Moto E and stop complaining. There it is. You know what? That's what happened when the Galaxy Note 8 dropped. A lot of people post a lot of comments, even in my comments, talk about the phone is expensive. The phone is expensive. Now, on this YouTube channel, we've been talking about prices of devices for months. We've been saying this for months, that the Galaxy Note was going to be $1,000. We've been saying it for months. It's not a surprise. If you watch my YouTube channel, if you watch my live streams, if you watch everything about this YouTube channel, we've been talking about pricing on the iPhone for months. We've been talking about pricing on the Galaxy Note for months. So When you hear $1,000 coming out of the keynote address tomorrow, guys, it ain't no surprise. And what's going to happen is people going to complain, the price, the price, the price. Listen, you can always get an LG G6 if you don't want to buy an iPhone. You can always buy a lower tier iPhone. You can always buy you could buy iPhone 4, iPhone 4S for maybe about $100. You could buy iPhone SE for like $150. You could buy iPhone 5 for like $150. You don't have to buy an iPhone special edition, but don't listen, it's gonna happen to me also. A lot of people go come in my comments and complain about the price. People complain about the note price, right? $960. Listen, if you don't want the note, you don't have to buy the note. You could always buy a Note 5. You could always buy a Note 4. You could buy a Note FE if it's available in your country, but you don't have to buy. Is it right that these OEMs charging so much money for these devices? It's probably not right, but that it is what it is, right? Let's see. Right now, the G6 is so cheap, I might get two, and that's the thing. I mean, you could get a G6, and the G6 is two. I know. Listen, guys, I do feel your pain. Listen, everybody wants the premium high-end flagships. That everybody wants that. But if your pocket can't support it, then that's understandable. And look, that's why they have different tiers. I mean, look, a lot of people that say, well, you know what? I really want the iPhone X. I could go to my carrier, drop about $250, $300 on the carrier and get an iPhone. It's not going to be like it's difficult to buy an iPhone, guys. Let's make sure we understand this. It's not going to be difficult to get an iPhone X, right? I mean, you might have to come up front with a little more capital, maybe about $300, right? And you just break it down into payment plans. That's what most people are going to do anyway. If you're in the US, not for us like YouTubers or nothing. I have to buy the phone straight up, right? But most average consumers is going to walk into AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, Boost Mobile, Metro PCS, Walmart, Target. It's going to be everywhere, right? And you could put $200, $300 down and get an iPhone. You could walk right out the door with an iPhone, sign your life away on a 3-year contract or 2-year contract or however that work, the device payment plans, pay them $40, $50 a month, and booyah, you got a new iPhone. So you look at that, okay, you could get the device if you want it. And you don't have, listen, when we talk about prices, we talk about unlocked prices. That's why we talk about $960. You see a lot of YouTubers talk about $960, $1,000, $960, right? When you hear that from us YouTubers, that's because we buy our phones unlocked. We have to buy the devices unlocked. Listen, I don't get review units, so I don't know about how they work. But most of us smaller YouTubers have to pay for our devices, which is upper tiers of $1,000. All right. Let's see. I'm praying that the V30 camera is as better as the G6. You know, I think the V30 camera is going to be better than the G6. Let's see. The Idol 4S is $200 on Amazon, and it gives you a free VR, which is a major win. There it is. There you go. So you can get like an Idol 4S for $200 and to give you VR. Now, I've got videos on this YouTube channel because I have the Idol 4S. All right. So I've got videos. If you want to watch full coverage of the Idol 4S, you're more than welcome to look at it. Yeah. All right. Here we go. You find the best deals, flagships out there. The prices drop, except Apple, right? Well, you will see most Android phones will drop in price. Apple devices usually don't drop in price. So, yeah, we got to see what it's all about. That's why I don't know why people are complaining about the price. Most folks doing down payments, yes, a couple of bucks a month, but ain't nothing to complain about. And that's what I'm saying, technically, T. People get on our YouTube channels and complain after complain after complain after complain after complain. The price, the price, the price. Oh, just like giving a prime example. I dropped a video yesterday about the Galaxy Note 8, about the about the focusing issues. A lot of the comments saying, "Oh, there you go, $1,000, Why I pay $1,000 for a Note and it got terrible cameras?" I ain't never said that the camera was terrible. I'm just showing you guys that it has some issues. That's all. Now, you name a phone that doesn't have issues, whether or not it's going to be the camera, whether or not it's going to be optimization, whether or not it's going to be front-facing camera, whether or not it's going to be screen technology, whether or not it's going to be something, build quality or something. Every phone, no headphone jack, right? You have some problem with a specific device. It doesn't matter if you paid $1,000 for it. Doesn't even matter if you paid $200 for it. You will not have a perfect device. You would not have a perfect device. So, in the Galaxy Note 8 is not perfect, just like the iPhone is not perfect. Those are not perfect phones. So, when us tech reviewers point out some of the flaws that we starting to see in these devices, we're going to give the users an opportunity to look at it and see if you want to spend the money to get it. That's it. All right, here we go. Going to buy Honor 8. It's a really great deal. Can I buy it now? Listen, Honor 8 has always been good deals out there. I've seen Honor 8 from $300 to under $300, and it got the Carry 950 in it, 4 gigs of RAM. Very good device, beautiful. I got plenty of videos on my YouTube channel about the Honor 8. I like the Honor 8. The Honor 9, I don't know where it's at. I mean, it's not in the U.S. I've seen it come out, but I mean, it's not at Best Buy. They still got the Honor 8 and the Mate 9 sitting in Best Buy. So, yeah, I mean, go check it out. I understand, but then the reasoning for the price, the Edison phones are innovating at the time. Well, when we talk about innovation, I mean, the only thing I think of right now as far as phones innovating, can they innovate? I mean, we've seen everything. Squeeze on the phone, good cameras, speed, spec wars, right? They're trying to win the spec wars, good cameras. What's next? What is next, right? I mean, what are you looking for in a smartphone that's innovative? That's the question that these OEMs sitting at the table and say, okay, what's next? We've done everything, right? Except foldable displays. And okay, so we will come out with foldable displays. But think about this. Foldable displays come out. You complain about the price right now. How much you think when they start releasing foldable displays, it won't be $500. No, it won't be $400. No, you're going to see foldable displays come out in devices that's going to be upper tiers of the $1,300, $1,400 price point. Now you're complaining about prices. You talk about innovation. You're going to definitely be paying a premium for foldable displays. So 4K displays, foldable displays. If you, I do understand innovation, but what you got to be careful what you ask for. You want it, they're gonna give it to you, but you got to pay for it. If you complain about a $1,000 phone right now, how much you think these foldable displays going to cost with 4K displays that's coming out next year? It's going to be astronomical prices. We complaining about $960 right now on Galaxy Notes and iPhones. It's going to be upper tiers of $1,200. How much you think these foldable displays on these devices going to cost? It's going to be very, very, very expensive. It's not going to be $899, $799. No, it's going to be $14.99 and $15.99. You know, it's going to be very, very, very expensive. So that's going to be the elites, right? The high-end elites. And a lot of people go complain about, oh my God, I'm not paying $1,400 for a phone. But remember this, in 2016, we got devices that came out like OnePlus and Honors and stuff like that with a $300 and $400 price point. We don't see that in 2017, right? And now we're going into 2018. You really think you're going to see cheap budget phones that's going to give you AR, VR, 2K displays, great cameras, good build quality, everything underneath the sun, 18:9 aspect ratio, and 4K displays for under 300 bucks? That ain't going to happen. Foldable displays and everything, that's going to be very expensive. So when you talk about the next innovation, that's the next innovation, but it's going to come at a premium. Come at a premium. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yes. They need to innovate. Yes, people are buying phones every year. That's why Apple and Samsung break records indeed. And that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, let's see. What man doesn't have yeah. So Cafe say what phone doesn't have problems? That's what I'm saying. Like, what phones does have problems? I'm looking for a smartphone that can do 3D scan. Look, Jason, I'm with you on that. Look, as all the demonetization that goes on all over YouTube, I try to keep it clean. And it's some of the things that I try to not say or try to keep it real. But you know, with all the demonetization going on, with all the bots that's going across YouTube, and including my channel, be getting demonetized, right? Like for nothing. But if I say stuff like with your comment, for sure I'm getting demonetized, right? So and that's a shame. Y'all guys know YouTube's kind of going into a different direction. You know, they demonetizing a lot of people's videos. They don't want you to curse. They don't want you to be politically incorrect. They don't want you to talk about politics. They don't want you to talk about nothing. They wanted YouTube to be more of a Disney Channel, right? Clean, kid-friendly, family-friendly, oriented type of place. So you know, hey, look, I guess that's their rules. YouTube is not like it used to be. You know, broadcast yourself, right? You know, be yourself, right? Say what you want to say, or do what you want to do. Nah, all those days it's over with on YouTube, y'all. Look, as y'all may know, a lot of people have been making videos about, and a lot of people, they shut down their YouTube channels just because of that. A lot of people taking their content and going to other platforms. A lot of people is going to a more subscription-based platform so they can support the channel. So yeah, you've seen a big shift in a lot of YouTubers that's leaving the platform or taking their content to other platforms and going to more premium services, going into more of a paid based services, because hey, listen, we do a lot of hard work on here, and you know, it is what it is. We want to get compensated for it. So a lot of the big YouTubers and a lot of the other YouTubers are moving their platforms to other, taking their videos and stuff to other platforms, or having some type of premium content. So that's what's going on in the world of YouTube. You're starting to see a lot of people that's quitting, a lot of people that's changing stuff up, a lot of people not posting like they used to be, a lot of people changing stuff up. Even me. I mean, I put most of my videos on the VIP section for a day or so, or 2 days, and then I switch it to YouTube. So a lot of premium content is on my VIP section. That's the world we live in on YouTube, all right? So that's the way it is. It's gonna get. That's the way it's got to be, you know. So that's how it is. Apple does need to have deals to compete with Samsung. I agree with you, and I think, you know, you're gonna have some people that's going to have these deals. You know, T-Mobile and them go have the T-Mobile One plan and all that to go. I mean, they give you Netflix for free and all that stuff. So. But I made YouTube videos. There was nobody involved. I just filmed a lot. I needed an outlet. You know, the thing about it is, I'm sorry about the throat. Get a cup of coffee. The thing about it is, when you're using, it's a difference. I can make a YouTube video from my phone and just upload it to YouTube. No editing, no nothing. And if I watch it, it's gonna look like trash. That's not me. I have lighting, cameras, backgrounds, phones, editing software. I use multiple cameras. I use a lot of editing software. I have studio lights in here. All that stuff costs thousands of dollars. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. Look, I got a Yeti mic sitting right here. Those things, it costs. It costs. The cost is so much, especially when you're watching high-end videos. Listen, you can watch a video of an unboxing, overhead camera talking about the product, and no editing involved, it down to the point, right? Then you have some people that make videos differently. And I'm one of them. I make videos differently. You know what I'm saying? So when you're seeing people doing high-end editing on the YouTube channels, the quality of product is totally different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not knocking nobody that does their video. I think everybody need to be original. I think everybody do their own thing. I don't knock. I watch a lot of people's videos. So I mean, look, I support a lot of YouTubers. You know, whether or not they do overhead cameras or whether or not they're doing full-fledged editing, whether or not they're doing 4K, 8K, whatever they're doing, I do support it because I watch a lot of YouTube, right? I'm a YouTuber, so I watch a lot of YouTube. So listen, everybody do their own thing, man, and that's it. So, but the problem is that advertisers pay YouTube to advertise on your videos. See, that's the point that people don't understand. So if you see an ad, that ad is paid for, right? And so why the content creator don't give a piece of that pie for that ad that's playing in the beginning, middle, or end of that video? We did the work, right? Why does YouTube want to collect? So that's how the platform works. You see ads, we get a piece of the pie. YouTube get a large piece of the pie. The content creator get a small piece of the pie. That's how it works. But what's happening with the demonetization, you still see ads, but the YouTuber does not get nothing and YouTube gets 100%. So that's how they work. All right, guys, so we're right at the top of the hour, and so I'm gonna get on out of here. This is a Monday Morning Hangover, guys, and I'm gonna have wall-to-wall coverage of the iPhone 8 tomorrow. So stay tuned. I will start live streaming early. We're gonna talk about it all day tomorrow. You will know everything, just like I did with the Galaxy Note. When I was at the Galaxy Note event, when I left the Galaxy Note event, if you watch my YouTube channel, you knew everything about the Note, everything. That's the same thing I'm going to do about the iPhone. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to, listen, it is what it is, right? And you're going to see YouTube for the next couple of days is going to be flooded with nothing but iPhone coverage. The review units is probably out there already. You're going to see the big tubers go drop their reviews tomorrow. As always, that's how it always works. So we will have wall-to-wall coverage all day tomorrow and all day Wednesday talking about the iPhone, all right? What it is, what it's not, everything in between the sun. I can't wait. Yes, the Trend Zone. Yes, we're going to have wall-to-wall coverage of everything iPhone for the next couple of days, guys. We're going to talk about it till we're blue in our face. We're going to talk about price. We're going to talk about how the phone is, iOS 11, everything. What Apple brought to the table, what Apple didn't bring to the table. We're going to talk about it full coverage, full-fledged for the next couple of days, guys. Y'all know how I do it, full-fledged right here on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. A big off production, guys. The live chat is clean. Let's see, it disappears. And listen, right, you definitely, Jason, before I leave, you can't even mention that word. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Thank y'all guys very much for coming to the YouTube channel. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. This is Monday Morning Hangover. See y'all guys tomorrow morning. Peace.